Welcome to Session 3 of Discover Your Child's Natural Talents. This is the last session in the seminar, and we will be focusing on how to help your children develop their natural talents. In Session 1, we focused on understanding what natural talents are so you could know what to look for. Then, in Session 2, we talked about how to observe your children and how you can ask your children some questions so you can help them discover their natural talents. Natural talents are part of our God-given design. In all of creation, we see things producing, contributing, or creating in line with their design. So apple trees make apples, peach trees are designed to make peaches, birds were created with the ability to fly well, and so on. Whenever people tell me that they are having a hard time deciding what to do with their life, I try to encourage them by saying, make it simple, just do your design. When I was writing Discover Your Child's Natural Talents, I asked a group of 8 moms to serve as my focus group. I would send them the chapters of the book as I completed writing them, and then the moms and I would meet together to discuss the chapters, and they would make recommendations and suggestions about the various topics in the book. At one of our meetings, one of the moms shared that she had never thought about asking her children questions about what they enjoyed doing. She was surprised to find out how easy it was to begin to spot their natural talents just by talking to them about what they enjoyed doing. Another mom said, Becky, I think it's easy for you to come up with names of natural talents, but I'm having a hard time finding words to describe what it is I see my children doing and enjoying. Could you come up with some kind of checklist that has words on it that a parent could refer to when trying to name her children's natural talents? I thought this was a great idea, so I compiled a list of 108 action verbs that can be used to help you name or identify your child's natural talents. Here's a close-up of what this checklist looks like. In a moment, you will see a slide showing you all 108 natural talents. But I want to stop here for just a moment and discuss the importance of selecting the right words to define your child's natural talents. You may notice that some of the words on the natural talents checklist may seem redundant. However, I truly believe that words can have a different meaning or impact on each person, so I tried to list as many words as I could that might help your child better describe what it is that they really enjoyed doing while they were participating in various activities. For example, I really enjoy giving presentations and teaching people about new things, but I would never say that I instruct people because I prefer the word teach. While someone else who also enjoys giving presentations might prefer to say that they like to explain things to others. This is the word they would choose to define what they do. Even though the words explain, teach, and instruct seem to all have the same meaning, there are just certain words that resonate with people when they get ready to describe who they are and what it is that they really enjoy doing. Therefore, I have tried to provide a wide variety of words for you to choose from and for your children to choose from when trying to describe what it is that your children are doing when they are truly enjoying themselves. I put the Natural Talents checklist into this easy-to-use, enjoyable activities journal so that you and your children will have a place to record and then identify which natural talents they used in each of their enjoyable activities. There are enough pages in the Enjoyable Activities Journal for your child to record up to 25 different enjoyable activities. As your child moves from preschool all the way through high school, he or she will participate in various experiences. When they are too young to write or record their own experiences, you can record their enjoyable experiences for them. The Enjoyable Activities Journal will help them keep a track of their natural talents as their strengths and abilities begin to show up in their various activities. Details about how to use the Enjoyable Activities Journal are included in Chapter 6 of my book, Discover Your Child's Natural Talents. In a moment, we will be looking at a sample of how a young lady named Joan used her natural talents checklist to identify her natural talents. But for now, I want you to look at the list of natural talents on this slide as I discuss a typical experience that most children have at some time in their life and show you how easy it is to name their natural talents when you have a list of words handy. Most children, at one time or another, have decided to sell lemonade to make money. Is your child the one who came up with the idea to start a lemonade business? If so, which words would you choose to describe this experience? You might say he started up the venture, planned out how it would work, persuaded and organized the other kids in the neighborhood to join his business, and sold the product. In this case, he is showing that he might have natural talents in starting up new things, planning, persuading, organizing others, and selling. You will want to see if these natural talents continue to surface in other activities he participates in throughout his childhood and on into high school. Maybe your child isn't the one that started the lemonade business, but he's the one that designed the posters to advertise the stand, organized all the cups and items at the stand, kept up with the money, and coordinated the work schedule of the other children who worked at the lemonade stand. In this case, your child may have natural talents emerging in design, promoting a product, organizing things, managing money, and managing people. Let's look now at how one high school student I counseled in my college counseling practice used her enjoyable activities journal to record one of the fun things she did. But before we read Joan's story, I want you to notice the 3 boxes at the top of the page where Joan will make her journal entry. Joan first needs to decide how she will record her enjoyable activity. You probably remember me saying that not all children prefer to communicate their thoughts, feelings, and ideas through using words. Joan, however, is going to write about what she did during her enjoyable activity, so she checks the box that shows that she is going to write about her experience. However, your children may want to put in a photo that shows them participating in their enjoyable activity, or they may prefer to draw or illustrate their enjoyable activity. For example, if your son participated in a parade with his Boy Scout troop and really enjoyed helping to build the float for the parade, he may want to paste in a photo of the float or draw it in the space provided in the journal. If so, then he can still read through the natural talents checklist and pick which words he feels best described what he did in making the float and why he enjoyed the experience. Of course, your children can use all 3 methods of recording their enjoyable activities. When recording one enjoyable experience, they may want to write about it, but when recording a different experience, they may decide to illustrate it or paste in a photo about it. Let them decide how they will best be able to express their ideas and thoughts about their experience. Now, let's read Joan's story. I volunteered to work with at-risk elementary students in an after-school program. I was asked to teach a social etiquette class, but when I got to the school, I was told there was no curriculum for the class and I would need to come up with my own lesson plans. I got on the internet and learned everything I could about social etiquette and developed a series of lessons for the students. I enjoyed teaching the children how to give a proper introduction, how to behave in a restaurant, which silverware to use and when, and mostly how to show respect for others. I noticed a big improvement in the children's behavior by the end of the semester. After Joan recorded her enjoyable experience, she looked through the natural talents checklist and put a check mark next to all the words that she felt best described what she did during this experience. She then went back through the check-marked words and circled the 3 words that she felt best described what she most enjoyed doing during the activity. Joan then wrote the words research, create, and teach as her 3 favorite natural talents that she was able to use in her enjoyable activity. As Joan records other enjoyable activities and identifies which natural talents are used in each of those activities, she should begin to notice a pattern emerge among her natural talents. She may find that teaching is a common theme in her activities, and if so, she will need to consider this natural talent along with her other natural talents when she gets old enough to start making decisions about her college and career path. As we conclude this seminar on Discover Your Child's Natural Talents, I want to emphasize that the reason we want to understand our child's God-given abilities is so we can encourage our children to use their design and their strengths to serve others. Help your children watch for opportunities within their own family, their church, school, or community where they can help solve problems and serve others by using their unique abilities. Volunteering is a great way to help your children explore a variety of options and provides an opportunity for their natural talents to emerge. Here are just a few of the websites that you might want to investigate when looking for volunteer opportunities: volunteermatch.org, serviceleader.org, and americanhiking.org. There are many, many more suggestions in the last chapter of Discover Your Child's Natural Talents book, and some wonderful volunteer opportunities that allow you to volunteer together as a family are listed in that chapter as well. Finally, I think this passage from Ephesians best sums up that God is the one who gave us our natural talents, and He gave them to us so that we could serve others. For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. If you would like to order a copy of the Discover Your Child's Natural Talents book and the Enjoyable Activities Journal, visit my website at encouragetheirdesign.com. If you have children who are in high school or college, or know someone who has children in high school or college, take a look around at my other website, getadirection.com. There you will find resources and counseling services that I've developed to help high school and college students pick a college major. This concludes the Discover Your Child's Natural Talent seminar. Thank you for listening, and if the information was helpful to you, please let your friends know about it. If you have questions or would like to discuss your own child's natural talents, please join our discussion forum at the encouragetheirdesign.com website. You might also want to check out the Encourage Their Design blog. Thanks again for listening.